Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Women Empowerment Call this evening. My name is Mandy. I'm your host for tonight. Ladies, let me know where you're from. I'm just smiling. I think someone wants to take a picture, so... Okay, great. We're all good, right. Okay, so we've got Manchester, we've got Blackburn, we have got Amsterdam, Leicester, Scotland, sunny Croydon, Halifax. We've got London again, we've got Bristol. Wow, wow, wow. Ladies, you are on fire, and a warm welcome to each and every single one of you. My name is Mandy. I'm your host for tonight. And you know, I'm absolutely so excited about this call tonight, because this is something, you know, that I am going to be running regularly, and I have been for the past sort of 4 years or so. And women empowerment is a topic very, very, very close to my heart. And I wanted to really get a couple of power women on this call, because, you know, I feel that, well, we're going to be speaking about a lot of topics tonight, but I wanted to get a collection of women on here tonight and you know, talk about a lot of the topics that well, very close to my heart, very close to your heart. You'll definitely be able to relate. And I'm actually an entrepreneur by profession. So I come from a corporate background. I live in Leicester, and I used to work in a job, but you know what, about 4.5 years ago, I decided enough is enough. I want to be able to be my own boss. I want to be able to work for myself. I want to become financially free. And this is one of the biggest reasons that drove me into entrepreneurship. I wanted a system where I could, you know, work for myself, travel the world. I wanted to really change my circle. I wanted to be around people that would uplift me, that would be positive. I wanted the best, because I wanted my family to have the best. I wanted my mum to have to have the best. And my mother is my biggest inspiration. I'm sure she's listening to this call right now. So, hey, mum, how you doing? And I know my sisters, my amazing power ladies, sisters Raj and Kiran, are also on this call as well. So, ladies, a warm welcome to you too. And of course, to the rest of you, I would definitely say keep promoting this call. Get your ladies plugged in. I mean, I am recording it anyway. But welcome. You know, I am super, super excited for this call, and I'm going to get a few power ladies on here. We were actually having a discussion earlier today, and we were saying, you know, what can we talk about? What's really going to fire women up? Because look, ladies, at the end of the day, my mission is to help each and every single one of you to level up. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, you know, all those really, really key things. Because being the best of ourselves is something that I don't think that we do enough of, if I'm totally honest. I don't think we really invest in ourselves enough to be able to be the best version of ourselves. You know, sometimes we're led by other people. Sometimes it could be our other half, our partner, our husband. It could be in-laws. It could be children. It could be someone else. But we live life through other people's perceptions. And for me, I'm definitely you know, guilty of that. I used to be the girl that used to, you know, see the world through other people's eyes. You know, I was very, very conscious of, well, what will they say? What will he say? What will she say? So my life was always based on, you know, how other people view me. And, you know, when I started reading the right books and information, when I was exposed to the right people and events and things like that, I realized that we are our strongest version through our eyes. And that is so, so important. You know, the where you are today, ladies, whatever is going on in your life, your relationships, your health, your finances, your money, this is all a result of the past, you know, the way you've thought before. And that's really, really key. So I am going to mute the chat box, by the way, in between each of the speakers. And then obviously I will put it back on public. Because obviously I really want you to listen to what's being said today. So firstly, I want to know who is excited about this call. If you're excited about this call, I want to see some number one, some fire emojis in that chat box. Who is excited to receive the information? Let me just take a quick video of this actually. Right, ladies, who is... I need the messages to come in quicker, by the way, because I'm gonna make a video on this. So come on, who's excited for this call? Who is excited for this call? Woo! Okay, perfect, amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do this. So we are going to be rocking and rolling. And by the way, you know, setting the scene is really important. Rita, you used a fabulous word there. I love that word, energy. You know, energy is so important. Your energy introduces you even before you do. Please remember that. If you're making notes, feel free to make notes, but your energy introduces you even before you do. And that's so important. You know, I always say when you speak to someone, when you address a crowd, when you meet a friend, a family member, whoever it is, they should feel better than when you left them. So if you've met them, they're not in a great place or they're in an okay place, but you left them feeling better, congratulations, because your energy shifted into them to feel good about themselves, which I think is really powerful. So the first lady that I'm going to introduce on the stage, on the Zoom stage today, is actually a lady all the way from Leeds. And, you know, she's a phenomenal lady. That's actually come into my life about a few months ago. She's a mother of 2 children. In fact, she's literally just given birth to a beautiful newborn baby boy. Her background is as a mortgage advisor. And I want us to really welcome her on this Zoom stage, because look, talking on this stage can sometimes be very, very nerve-wracking. It's not easy. So I want you to put some number ones, because she's our first speaker, some fire emojis in that chat box. Keep them coming. Let me just make sure the chat box is open. So let's give a massive, massive, massive warm welcome to Jyoti. Jyoti, how are you doing?
Thank you, Mandeep. I'm good. Hope you're okay.
Yes, very good. Very excited for this call. I know we had a conversation earlier on today, and you know, I'm so excited to have you on this call, Jyoti. So welcome to you. I know I've already given a brief about your background, but do you want to tell the ladies a bit about you in a bit more detail, and we'll take it from there. So over to you.
Well, thank you first of all for inviting me, and obviously I would have been attending the call anyway, because I am like you, who believe that we women also has the right to be a better version of ourselves. Just because we are women, that doesn't mean that we are second-class citizens. Sometimes in some homes or in some houses, women is considered or treated like that, which is a very sad situation, and it's very difficult sometimes to come out of those situations. And I think being together, being there for each other as a woman to support other women. And I think you're doing a very noble cause by arranging all these calls, making sure everybody's plugged in. You are doing this for the betterment of other persons. You know, this is not for any selfish motive. You're doing it for other people. I think that's a very noble cause. And I thank you and congratulate you for this.
Oh, wow, Jyoti, thank you so much. That was really, really nice. Thank you. And to you too, as well. You know, you're someone that's, you know, inspiring a lot of women as well. Obviously, I know your background is in the professional, you know, sort of corporate world in mortgage advising. And then, of course, you've just had your baby boy. Congratulations. That's and I've met him as well. He's so beautiful, handsome. And let me ask you, Jyoti, what does women empowerment mean to you? That particular phrase, what does that mean to you?
I think for me personally, it is where I am empowered, or where I'm so powerful, where I can step up for myself, where I can say what is right for me. Sorry, my little one is crying, but his dad is with him. So yeah, so where I am able to just step up and speak up for myself, where I know this is not right and I can make it right. So when I am powerful, I have empowered myself to not tolerate any disrespect, to not tolerate where I am not feeling right and where I am not heard, and to stand up and to say that, okay, this is my right and this is what I want to do, where I have the space to take my own decisions. If there are big decisions, small decisions, I am allowed to make mistakes. I do not have to ask anybody to take their permission before saying yes to something. I am an intelligent human being. Just because I'm a woman, that doesn't mean that I have short of intelligence or something. I can take my own decisions. Even if I make mistake, it's okay. Like, it's okay for men to make mistakes. It's okay for them to do things wrong. It's okay for them to do anything and everything. So why, as a woman, I cannot have that privilege or liberty just to take my own decisions? So I think that's empowerment, when you realize that concept and you are ready to fight for it, and you're ready to sacrifice whatever it takes for that position or for that mental setup. So I think that's empowerment for me.
Well, you seem like a very, very confident, even when I met you first time, you know, we've known each other for some time now. And even when I met you, you were very confident. Even now you are. So where does that confidence come from? Because, you know, a lot of women are probably resonating with what you're saying, and they're probably thinking on the call right now, yes, you're right, Jyoti, we should be able to make our own decisions and things like that. But how do you get that confidence?
I think confidence comes by making mistakes and going through the tough situations in life, and confidence comes by the bringing up, like how our parents have brought us up. My parents didn't tell me that you have to act or behave differently if you are a woman. They gave me the same education they gave my brother. They were giving me the same food, same values. They were giving me the same love and respect. I think it was the base. I never saw any discrimination. And I was actually, and I think this strength came from my mother, as you said, that obviously your mother is a very inspirational woman, so I think this came from my mother, and it was so strong. Even when I was like 12, 13, I knew women independence is important. I knew that I have to earn my own money, and all these concepts were so clear in my head, and respect was so important for me.
I mean, you touched on the M word right there. So that's actually, I was literally just about to ask you that. So it feeds into nicely into my next question. Money is a big thing, and certainly for myself, I am very passionate about women earning their own money. Obviously, we're going to be discussing this topic at length today, but money is something that we all need, and it's something that not a lot of women have, like in terms of having their own money, being financially free. Sometimes they're reliant on partners or husbands or their other halves for money, and they want to earn more money, but maybe they're kind of held back. So tell me in your words, because obviously it might sound like an obvious question and answer, but why is financial independence for women so important? I want to hear it from you.
For me, it is equal to respect. If you have money, you will get respect.
Yeah.
I don't know, in my instance, it was like that. Like, it has been a very, very basic thing. You need to have I think a woman, before she gets married to somebody, she should have her own home. She should have her own car. She should have her own bank balance. That's the only way a woman can get equal position on the table. Otherwise, she will not be given importance when taking important decisions, like investing or going given on, I don't know, buying properties, or even school, the education where the child will go to school, if he's going to an independent school, or all these decisions, where they're going to eat tonight. Money is an important factor, which car you're going to drive. So yeah, and how your man feels when he is walking with you. I think all these things, and it's not that obviously other party or other gender, they are more bothered about it. I think it's in your own head that you feel empowered. You feel you're worth it. It's all in your head. And yes, it's in my head that if I have my own money, and yes, then I can demand from my partner as well that, okay, you have to pamper me and stuff. It's not that I do not have it. It's just that I deserve all the love, and I deserve all the attention and pampering. I think that's what it is for me. Money is equal to respect, to be honest.
Well, I totally agree. And it's interesting that you say that, because I remember when, I went to a seminar in Birmingham about, this was probably about a few years ago now. And the lady at the front of the seminar, she was sensational. She was a six-figure earner. She was doing great and everything else. And I remember she said one thing that baffled me. She said, do you know what, ladies? When I was not really earning an income, my husband used to tell me what to do. Now that I'm earning a very good income, my husband asks me, and I have a seat at the table. And I thought that was powerful. I thought, wow, just because of money, that's made a difference to their relationship. Yes. Now she had equal standing with her husband, as opposed to being told what to do. He now said, oh, listen, honey, what do you think? What is your opinion? All Absolutely. Because she was earning that money. So I totally agree. It is a seat at the table. It is respect, and that's so important. So obviously, what advice would you be giving to other women, towards becoming more financially free, becoming the better version of themselves? What would you say on that?
I think rather than giving advice, I can give my own example. Well, yes, I'm a mortgage advisor, but I always felt like I do not have that professional qualification like a doctor or a solicitor. So I am not able to earn good money. But then obviously there are other streams, and there are other opportunities like your own businesses, or I have been involved in a new opportunity where I have very high hopes and and I am sure that I will be able to achieve what I am hoping to achieve. So all that, what I am doing is I'm trying, and I believe in myself that I will be able to achieve it. So I do not want to give any advice. I know that everybody has their own journey, and we all are not in the same position. But then all I want to say is we can always try, and keep trying until we achieve what we want to. And if men can do it, we can do it as well. They are driving flashy cars and everything. So why can't we do it? Yes, we are very nurturing. We look after our kids, we look after our homes and make sure everybody is fed. It's okay. That's our power, not our weakness. So we should also build on the other side, like a materialistic side, like a spiritual side, which will make us even more stronger and more a nicer person. And as you were talking about the energy, always to keep our energies high. Do not be with somebody who is just sucking on your energy, telling you every day and night, you're not good enough. You cannot do it. Actually, they're talking about themselves. They're reflecting on their own weaknesses. Do not listen to them. I know how it's like to be in that position. You feel so scared. You feel paralyzed. You feel maybe you are not good enough. Maybe you are a failure.
Yeah.
But do not listen to them. Please come out of that and talk to somebody from where you can take help from. Read self-help books. Just go out, make friends, and talk to someone about it. Just get out of that negative situation, and then you will be able to work on yourself, and then you will be an empowered, free, beautiful person.
Wow. She's good, right? You can see why I got her on the call today, right? So that's the main thing. Jyoti, actually, this is interesting because we're connected with a lot of women, between us, and a lot of the conversations that we have is my partner doesn't support me, my husband. Sometimes it's not always the other half. Sometimes it could be a parent or a child or a sibling, and they're not supportive of what we're doing. They think, oh, you don't need to do that, don't mess about in those things, don't explore, don't come out of your comfort zone, kind of stay in the cage a little, you don't need to explore further out. So how do you deal with obstacles? Obstacles, by the way, ladies, come in the form of people for most of the obstacles out there. So how do you deal with that? How do you deal with the negative people?
First of all, as you mentioned, that they do not get support from somebody. Why do we need support from somebody? Why do we need to rely on somebody's decision or somebody's intellectual ability to help us? We are capable. We are sufficient for ourselves. We should take the ownership of taking decisions. Actually, the problem is because we do not take decisions and then we lose that capability of making decisions. Then we get scared, even for small things. We have to ask from our husband, from our son, who is even like younger than us, and then we have to ask them. Like one of the person I met, she was in that position, which is sad to see. It's like you have lost your ability to take decisions. Then there is no point. Like we have this beautiful thing where we can make choices. We are grown-ups, we can make choices. We are not babies anymore where we have to ask our parents for an ice cream and they will tell us if it's healthy for us to eat it or not. We are grown-ups. We can take our own decisions. It's okay. We can reap rewards of our own decisions, of our own choices. And it's beautiful. It's a gift to all of us. And we have been given the same intellectual ability. We have 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth. We all are equal. It's just that some people take that risk. Some people use that beautiful gift of making choices, taking decisions. Some don't. If you will not, somebody else will take decisions for you, and they will keep themselves priority, not you. So you are losing, nobody else is. So start taking your decisions. Start from a small decision, maybe buying something for yourself without asking anybody, and it will build up. Then we will be able to take big decisions for ourselves. And then again, it's a part of empowerment.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Have you always been this way, Jyoti? Have you always been this powerful, magnetic, like how, or if not, how did it develop? Or if you have been this way, how did it develop?
I think it's the challenges which came in my life, actually. But I had this basic thing in my head. If I am a woman, that doesn't mean that I have to be disrespected, or I am less than somebody, or I'm a weaker gender. And once somebody said to me, behave like a woman, and he meant that I should behave like somebody who is not very strong. But then in my head, I was like, I am behaving like women. Women are stronger. Women are intelligent. And I am behaving like a woman. I didn't know any other way, to be honest. And yes, with the difficulties and odds or the challenges which I have faced, and I have overcome those challenges. And now I am more confident that what I think is right. I am intelligent. I am not a weaker gender. And I am equal, or even I'm better. So I think this is when you see the results of your choices or decisions, then they make you more confident. And you know that, yes, you can help somebody by saying these things, because I know how it feels like to be in a situation where you cannot take your decisions. You're always wrong. You're a failure. I know how it is to hear all those things every day and night. But I know there is a way out of that situation, and we all can do it. This is a beautiful life. We do not have to waste it to be with somebody who is just trying to put us down all the time. It's not worth it. It's not a life to live, to be honest. There is always a better life.
There is always a better life, absolutely. Do you do a lot of affirmation, self-talk, books, reading? Like, how do you stay so positive?
I think I make sure I'm with positive people like yourself, Mandeep. You have beautiful energy, and your smile and the way you talk and everything. It's beautiful. And I make sure I'm with positive people. I stay away from negative people. Oh my God, they're scary.
Well, the thing is, they do say your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So
absolutely. I totally agree. Yes, you're right. But then it's again important to have the right vibe. Some people say, oh, I am always surrounded by negative people or not very nice people. So maybe we should check in ourselves. Are we nice? Are we negative? So yes, meditation helps me. Reading good books, like I'm reading now, it's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Wow. So yeah, it's a very good book. And again, it's all about the basics. The thing is, we are so scared to just trust ourselves and to just believe in basics. Like, why we should allow somebody to disrespect us? It's the basic right of every human being to be respected. If somebody is disrespecting us and we are just tolerating it, ignoring that person, what are we telling that person? Yes, you're right. I am not worthy of respect. Yes. Yeah. So if we will not respect ourselves, if we will not take an action to stop somebody from disrespecting us, they will keep doing it, and it kills you from inside, and that will make you that weaker person, which you do not want to be. So yeah,
I think ultimately self-love, self-respect, everything stems from ourselves, doesn't it? It stems from us being that powerful, basically being, like I said at the beginning of the call, it's being the best version of yourself. And it starts with you, not with your mother, your sister, your brother, your husband, your partner. It starts from here. You know, everything that we want, in every aspect of our life, successful relationships, finances, money, health, everything, it starts from us making, what you said, a decision to be able to do that. I mean, Jyoti, this has been phenomenal. I could talk to you all day, all night. I mean, this has really been amazing. What advice do you have for the ladies, or any sort of things you'd like to part with them on this call, in terms of having a very successful 2022, becoming the best of themselves? On your opinion, what would that be?
Self-love. When you will start loving yourself, you will have the right power and strength to take the right decisions. Then you do not have to ask anybody. If you have to start this business, if you want to go for this course, if you want to go out with your friend, if you want to go to gym, all these small decisions you can take yourself when you love yourself, when you know it's the right thing for you, and you're not letting anybody stop you from being the best version of yourself. It all start with baby steps.
Wow, that's amazing. Ladies, let's put some fire and number ones in the chat box for Jyoti. That was super phenomenal. Jyoti, that was really something amazing. So thank you so much for that. We really appreciate you. That was really great. I enjoyed that conversation. That was actually really interesting. And I'm sure all the ladies took a lot from that, about being the best of you, learning to make a decision, being financially independent, and trusting in yourself to do things, not relying or second guessing yourselves. I mean, how many of us second guess ourselves or decisions once we've made them, and I remember being part of that category before, I used to second guess myself or second guess my own decisions until I decided, I want to be my own power woman, boss lady, and I want other women like my sisters to be the same, where they are in charge of their ship. They are the CEO of their life without relying or talking to someone else to be able to make the decision for them. And I know there's ladies on this call, you might be in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, 60s, whatever it is. But one thing I want to ask you, and one thing I really want you to reflect on, is, are you living your best life? Ultimately, are you living your best life? And that means, in terms of the way you look, your health, your attitudes, your mindset, your beliefs, your relationships, your money, your finances. Because if you're constantly worrying about any of the above, we got some work to do. There's a lot of work to do, and that all starts from within. This is one of the reasons why, again, I put this call together, because it's really to raise awareness and start waking up your beliefs to say, right, I need to start thinking and being different. Most women, and that just doesn't go for women only, but most people recycle. Okay, if you're making notes, underline that word, recycle the same experiences, the same people in their life, the same income, the same lifestyle, and they repeat the same thing for 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. And then they wake up one day and they think, oh my God, I've not achieved anything. I've not done anything. I've not amounted to anything. What legacy am I going to leave in this lifetime? And, that's really important, that you're in a place, ladies, where you are comfortable and confident in where you are. I know we all come from different religions and backgrounds and things like that, but let me tell you one thing. We are living one conscious life right now. You don't remember your past life if that's what you believe in. You don't know what the future holds. So if you're living this life right here, right now, are you living your best life? And if not, why not? Why not? So it's really important that you take from this call what you need. Obviously, at the end, if feel free to ask any questions in the chat box. That's absolutely fine. But remember, you should feel good about yourself every single day. So my message to you at this point is feel good. Feel good, feel good. When you send out a positive vibration, when we send out a positive energy, that vibration will go out to the universe. It will go out to other people, and it will attract the right circumstances and events and people to you, because you're feeding the universe and the spiritual success with that positive energy. Remember, like attracts like. So if you send out positive energy, you're going to get positive energy tenfold back. If you send out negative, bad, toxic, gossipy energy, that's what you're going to get back. That's what you're going to get back. So you attract what you are and who you are and how you feel. So it's really important from a mind, body, and soul perspective that you keep yourself in check, that you raise your awareness, that you're always sending out that good vibe. Because let me tell you something, I always make it a mission, and I have always done, and I will always keep it a mission, to feel good about life. I want to enjoy my life, whatever time I have on this planet. I want to be able to enjoy it. I want to be able to live it to the fullest and help so many other people and women along the way to feel that way as well. So with that being said, talking about positive vibes, I'm going to invite another lady boss on this call, and I'll tell you one thing, she is a firecracker. She is someone that I've known for coming up to a year now, and such a lovely heart. She's actually a mother, a lady boss of 3 beautiful children. Her actual background was as a primary school teacher, way back in the day, and she's all the way from Bradford. So let's put some number 2s in the chat box, ladies. Get that fire out. I'm going to put the music on. Let's welcome Serish. Woo!
Hi guys.
Serish, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, my friend, I'm good. Are you excited about today?
Honestly, I am. I just want to say wow to Jyoti. I was literally hanging off every single word that she was saying. I was just like glued to the screen. Honestly, so inspiring. And again, give it back to you as well, because you just define women empowerment. So you are women empowerment. So I just want to say thank you to you as well for putting this call in place and impacting women's lives.
Anytime, my friend. And I'm really grateful to have met Jyoti and yourself, Serish. Serish, you are someone with such a pure, kind heart, and I'm so grateful that we're connected. And now all of you beautiful ladies are connected with Serish as well. So what does women empowerment mean to you? If you were to sum up in your opinion? What does that phrase mean to you?
So women empowerment for me would mean having equality, liberation, and dignity. Just being equal, being a woman, having a say, being able to use our voice, because in our culture, in our communities, so many women are not able to voice their opinion. So many women are not allowed to have their basic rights. And I just want women to be strong and independent women. And that's how I feel every woman should have that right to have their say, have financial independence, and just live the life that they desire, not the life people want them to live.
100%. Wow. I mean, I can't really add anything to that. I don't know if anybody else can. That just said it how it is, and that was amazing. Sarish, what does financial empowerment? Because obviously, again, money is a big topic. You know, we're all about financial independence. So why is that so important for a woman?
So I speak to so many women on a regular basis, and I see so many women with so much potential, and they just don't have that financial independence. And if anyone goes away from this call, I want you to take away one thing: financial independence is everything. I'm from a Pakistani background, and I was brought up in the Pakistani culture community where the men went to work and the women stayed at home and raised their children. So my mom, she stayed at home. She raised her 8 daughters. So I'm the eldest of 8 daughters. And that's how we lived our lives. That's how my uncles, my grandparents, that's what I was surrounded by. The neighbors, that was the norm. That's what we were taught. And however, what happens when you don't have that male figure to do that for you? Because when I was 19, my dad passed away, and he was only 39. That's no age that we expect anyone to pass away. He was 39. He passed away from a sudden heart attack, no illness, perfectly healthy. And what happens to us now? Okay, we are taught that the man is to financially provide for us. We have to stay at home, look after our children, look after the home, look after our husband. We are not taught to go out there and learn a skill, get a job, get qualifications. So now when that man, that male figure, that bread earner is no longer there, what do? We need to have something back behind us that should we need to feed ourselves, feed our children, we can easily do it without relying on other people. Of course, everybody wants to have someone there, partner, brother, husbands, fathers, to provide for us, but we shouldn't be comfortable. We get too comfortable being provided for. We do not have any guarantee in life where life's going to take us. So we need to make sure that we have that skill set, something behind us, so that we are financially independent.
It's definitely a sensitive topic for sure, but this is why I thought, you know, we could bring this into the call today. A lot of women, sometimes they are not, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because I believe this, but I think that, you know, they're not in control of their finances. So the husband or the partner is in control of the finances. They, you know, they know everything. The woman doesn't really know I shouldn't say all women. Some women, of course, you are clued on, you understand your finances, you know how to manage money. But for a lot of people, a lot of women, they don't control the finances and the husband does. Talk to me about that, and talk to me about what happens in your house. Let's take this out and put it on the table. How do the finances work in your home? Who controls the money? What's your opinion on that?
Okay, so we'll start with my house. So I'm from a Muslim background. So Islamically, as a Muslim, women have, I'd say, the upper hand. Okay, the upper hand in finances. Yep. So this is what we're taught in our religion. Okay, my finances are my finances. I don't have to pay the bills. I don't have to pay for the food, my children's clothes, because in Islam it says men's finances are the whole household, so mine as well. So what is his is mine, what is mine is mine, and that's giving us women financial freedom. So I know there are other people on this call, but why not live like that? That what is ours is ours. So we have that financial freedom. So we live like that. And this is, for those that are Muslim on the call, this is what we are taught. I know it's can be different, but I love that. I love that what is mine is mine. Should I want to spend it on, of course, look, when you're in a marriage, you're in a partnership. Even though I don't have to pay for the bills, I choose to pay one or two because I can. However, the majority is his, and I spend mine on designer bags and shoes.
Well, I have to say, I love that Islamic law, and I'm all for that, because what's theirs is ours, and what's mine is mine. I mean, I love that law. So that's you know, look, whether you're Muslim or non-Muslim, I think that's an amazing law. You know, and it makes sense, right? It makes sense because you are in control of your finances, of your money, and you're not letting someone else control that. You know, this is
Yeah.
where things can get a bit shifty when you are giving someone else control of your money. You know, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, and I
One thing-
feel like, sorry, Mandeep.
No, no,
So
it's
when
fine.
you're giving them control over your money, it's
Yeah.
not just money. Then they're controlling you as a person. Your mind, it's all control. It's like a power trip. So if you're giving them your finances, then they're controlling what you spend your money on, where you can go, because without money you can't go anywhere. So it's not just about money; it affects your whole life, basically, not just your finances, your social life as well.
100%. And you know, there's probably women on this call that want to do things, you know, but obviously maybe majority of mothers on this call are parents, they're mothers as well. And so you've got to do the cooking, the cleaning, the household stuff. You've got to look after everything, manage everything. And then maybe you are interested in doing another project or running a business or starting something. So how do you fit everything? I mean, you know, you're in that same boat. You run your own business, you're a mother of three, you do all the household stuff. So how do you manage your time?
It's just about organization. I, because of my situation with my father, I just never want to rely on anyone for money. I want financial freedom. So I will do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm working, I have my own income coming in. But just because I'm working, that doesn't mean that my children aren't fed, my house isn't clean, because of course they are my number one priority as well. So it's just about organization, ladies. If you want something, you will make the time to make it happen. Just get a diary, organize your time, work around your children. There's so many opportunities out there now, especially with the C word, with the pandemic, where you can work from home and you can fit it in around your roles and responsibilities.
How do you combat self-belief, negative self-belief, doubt? You know, maybe some women are loving the call and they're getting inspired, but then they really doubt themselves. So how do you combat self-doubt?
Okay, so nobody is going to come into my life and change my life for me. If I want to change my life, I have to do that myself. And I've learned the hard way that there is no Prince Charming. You are your own Prince Charming. I have honestly, as far back as I can remember, I have struggled so bad with mental health, to the extent of self-harming. Don't worry, guys, I'm all fine now. But it's been a struggle in my life for so long, and it was because of the negative talk that I said to myself, that I can't do this. And it was me living in my past. I was like, oh, this happened to me. And it was my way of coping with certain events in my life. But those events were holding me back. Every single person on this earth, no one goes through life smoothly. Everyone has trials, traumatic events, but we can't let them hold us back. If we continue to think about those, when I was in that phase, when I was struggling with mental health, I was feeling, I'll be honest, I was feeling sorry for myself. Oh, this happened to me. Why did it happen to me? It's ruined my life. This. I was letting that event ruin my life. I was letting that event hold me back. I was living in my past. Was that event going to help me get to my future, help me have financial independence, help me build a happy, successful life for my children? No. Okay. So when I stopped thinking about my past, everybody has something that's happened to them. Everybody loses someone. Everybody has things that affect their mental health, but it's how we move on from that. Yes, things happen. Things are always going to happen. No one is going to have a happy life all the time. But if we let our past dictate our future, we are going to live that same life. We're going to be living like robots till the day we die, with the same results all the time. So I tell myself that I am the most powerful, I'm the most beautiful. Probably you guys don't agree without the filter.
We love you,
Down,
Sarish.
honestly. And at first, when I started doing this, it was so silly. I didn't feel powerful, I didn't feel strong, I didn't feel beautiful. But the more I told myself, yes, I am the most beautiful. Yes, I am the most strongest. Yes, I am the most bravest. And when you feel that, your mindset changes. So I felt once I started talking to myself in a different way, that gray cloud that was making me make the wrong decisions, I felt like it lifted. And not only did it just change the way I felt about myself, it changed the way I saw the world. It changed my results, like, and I just felt better.
That's amazing. I mean, self-talk is so important. And sometimes, ladies, we can be our own worst enemy. You know, if you are someone that is maybe not financially successful, you know, you're trying to look your best, or you want to, you know, do something different with your life, but you're not where you want to be, you should need to stop listening to yourself, because you are not where you want to be. You need to listen to the people that have the results that you want, whether it's health, money, finances, relationships, whatever it is. You've got to listen to those people, because that's the number one rule of success. Who do you listen to? So listening to the right people is definitely so important. So Sarish, last question. A lot of women want to unleash the power within. They want to become the best version of themselves. We've got 6 months left of the year. How can they start doing that?
Honestly, ladies, when you leave this call today, think to yourself, what do you want from life? What legacy are you going to leave? Because 90% of the people, they eat, wake up, go to work, they live the same life day in, day out. I don't know about you guys, but that's not the life I wanted. I want to be remembered for something, for impacting women's life. What do you want from life? And take that step. It might be a tiny step. Just do it. You can do anything that you put your mind to. There's no such thing as can't. If you want something, go out and get it. Just like I said before, no Prince Charming is going to come out and do it for you. No one is going to do it. No one in the life we live, no one wants good for others. So if you want something, go out and get it. And honestly, once you start believing in yourself, you'll see that there is no limits.
Wow, that's powerful. Ladies, this was some number 2s and fire emojis in the chat box for Sarish Nasir, all the way from Bradford. That was pretty powerful stuff. Wow. Sarish, that was incredible. Thank you so much. That was really, really incredible. So as you can see, we've had 2 fire women on this call. Jyoti, thank you so much for your time, all the way up north in Leeds, and of course, Sarish from Bradford. So look, I am going to be running these calls very, very regularly with our lady bosses. I mean, thank you so much to both of you. You are incredible. And I know we've been 45 minutes on the call. I wanted to cover as much ground and depth as possible, because raising awareness towards these things is so important. You know, financial freedom, being your best self, being your best version, your self-talk. You know, if you think of your self-talk today, did you tell yourself, I am beautiful? Did you say to yourself, I am powerful? Did you say to yourself, I am confident? Did you say to yourself, I am financially free? The words that follow the phrase I am is what you're going to be. That's what you're going to become. So what are you saying to yourself every single day? You know, both of the ladies, they touched on self-love, they touched on confidence, they touched on self-talk. These things, ladies, are so important. And you know, you want to get out there, you want to be the best version of yourself in every possible way. So with that being said, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for being on the call. I'm going to be running these calls very, very regularly, so do keep an eye out for them. I also have a women empowerment Telegram channel, so I feed a lot of information in there. If you would like more details on that, what I am going to do is I'm just going to quickly share my Instagram name, so that obviously, you know, you can all see that right here. So on Instagram, my name is Mandeep_Sokhi. So that's where you can see me. You know, I will approve your request once I receive it, but definitely let's connect. Let's definitely become the best version of ourselves, because look, we certainly run the world. Thank you very much, ladies, and see you soon.